Yo, what up? This your boy T-Dub. What's blazing in sports? We are here live, boy. Oh boy, do we have a good one brewing on our hands? Yes! Me, for once, I hope this fight actually happens. What am I talking about, guys? I'm talking about Andre Ward versus Tony Bellew. Wow! There's only one place this fight can take place. That's in the UK. It gets the best amount of sales, and I think it would do good. Guys, what do you think about this matchup? And do me a favor, hit that like button, hit the subscribe, and if you want to join me live, because I am live, hit that notification bell and join your boy as we can chat it up. But guys, Andre Ward is very interested in facing Tony Bellew. And Tony is showing interest as well. And here's the thing, guys. I think Tony is a much bigger, I hate to say, well, I guess I can say fighter. He's a much bigger fighter. He's just a much bigger person in general. Look at this, guys. Andre Ward came up from 168 to 175. In his first few fights, he didn't really show the power. We know he got the skills, and then now he's showing he had a little thump in this last fight against Kovalev. It's really seeming like he's just now growing into the light heavyweight division. But this guy, in my mind, I believe he knows his career is coming to an end. Probably some of his sharper days and things like that are behind him, so he wants to take on tougher tasks, win probably a heavyweight championship, cruiserweight championship before his way out. And guys, even though I think Tony is a bigger fighter, Tony would be probably the only heavyweight fight. If it takes place at heavyweight, that would make sense. Imagine Andre Ward taking on AJ. Imagine Andre Ward taking on Deontay Wilder. I'm not saying skill wise he can handle these guys, because he can. But them being naturally just bigger people, size, height, strength, it's a little tough to chew on. But guys, let me read you something right here. Give me a second. I'm going to it. Remember, this is your boy T-Dub. What's blazing sports? We are broadcasting live. Thank you for viewing the episode. I appreciate it. All right. British promoter Eddie Hearn says light heavyweight champion Andre S.O.G. Ward is interested in fighting Tony Bellew in a fight that potentially would take place in the heavyweight division. Bellew, 34 years old, is on board with fighting Ward, but a rematch with David Haye is possible as well. It would have to make sense. Cha-ching, translation to dollars, cents, for Tony Bellew to face Ward over a rematch against David Haye. Alright, so what I'm hearing, guys, with the first fight with David Haye, Tony Bellew, he didn't get the lion's share. He wasn't the A side. He was going up fighting just left my head. What's going on with me, guys? David Haye. So Tony just went up and fought David Haye. Tony is coming off of the biggest win of his career. Well, you know what? I'm not sure if I can say the biggest win. Definitely one of the biggest wins. But right now, it's a big win, and he has a lot of momentum behind him. And guess what, guys? Andre Ward is coming off, possibly the biggest win in his career. So he has a lot of hype on him right now. Guys, I'm telling you right now, you are hearing this live. I think something been brewing ever since the movie Creed, guys. I could be wrong. You guys see Andre Ward versus Tony Bellew, a.k.a. Pretty Ricky versus Danny Wheeler. Wow! Guys, they were supposed to fight in the movie until Danny got hurt, and then they had to substitute Creed. We are getting a real life action now, guys. As competitors, these guys, even on set, even if you're in different division, fighters kind of you judge. It's not judge. You size up other fighters. Even just talking to them, knowing there's a chance you might not never fight this guy. You kind of size him up. You want to see how tall he really is, how big he really is, and let him know, hey, I'm just as good or better. Guys, interesting matchup. I would like to see it go down. This is definitely a fight that if it did go down, for it to make the most amount of money, since for whatever crazy reason, guys, Andre Ward don't get the fan support he should in the States. It's like over here in the United States, a lot of fans support, if you talk a good game. Either they hate you, basically you got to be able to market yourself. You can't be a good guy. Just like in dating, you hear a lot of times good guys finish last. In boxing, it's a little bit different because good guys, you don't finish all the way last because you still get a chance at championships. And like Andre Ward, you still get a chance to move up. Hey, what's going on, Cypher? Box Pro Boxing. Yeah, man, they're talking about it. I'm not sure what's all on the table. I'm not sure if Andre Ward is if his camp is trying to maybe possibly do like a catch weight to get Tony down a little bit, or if it is a heavyweight, maybe they might negotiate some kind of rehydration clause. I really don't know, but if Andre Ward is going to face a heavyweight, this would be the guy because he's probably the smallest out of any of the heavyweights, even though he's bigger than Andre Ward. But man, what do you think? This is interesting. This goes always back to Creed. I'm telling you guys, we didn't get the fight in Creed, but we will get the real life action. And the only thing that can really take this fight to the next level is if the actor who played Adonis Creed sit front row. Wow, guys, would it not blow your mind? All right, let's go back to it. Would love to see Andre Ward fight in the UK from Cypher Pro Boxing. I would too. I think it'd be big. I love the fan support. I like the way they support their fighters. I just like the whole crowd environment. I think it do better money in the UK than the US. I think the fan support would be better in the UK than the US. And for Andre Ward, who's looking, for another nice payday, it's better off that this fight take place in the UK. I'm assuming it gets made, guys. Woo! And I'm telling you right now, Tony ain't no joke. Tony Bellew is no joke. He can box. He can counterpunch. He can jab good. He can keep you at bay. He can catch you coming in. He is no joke. We know what Andre Ward can do. He just did it. We know what he can do, what he did all the way in middleweight. We've seen what he done in light heavyweight. But this is a big jump. So let me ask you something. If he does make this jump, guys, and this is a crazy jump to me, do you think what happened to Kell Brook when he fought Triple G, is that a possibility? I know he's not facing the heaviest handed fighter like an AJ, which I think that is a very good chance that can happen. Or like an Amir Khan, who jumped up and fought Canelo with a catch weight of 155. A lot of times when these guys are not naturally that big, and I don't think Andre Ward is not naturally that big, jumping up facing these bigger guys, that is yet to be seen. Oh man, Eddie Hearn will promote this really well. This is a lot of money to be paid in the fight. Takes place in the UK. Yeah, Eddie said, man, that that Ward is very interested. Bellew is interested as well, but he also had the Davey Hay rematch on the table. Both of these guys have to capitalize off of their big win. Andre Ward really can't, he can't take a back step. So I do understand why he don't fight Adonis Stevenson, even though it would be nice if he did win that belt as well. But he knows that his career, it's not on an uphill no more. It is on a slow downhill. I'm not saying he don't got the skills, but it's a certain amount of time before we start seeing more noticeable things that could be slippage. Why not? Now I can see taking on a cruiserweight. But maybe he wants a heavyweight title. I think he's trying to make his mark in the history books, you know. And if this fight takes place in the UK, and it got I can't remember the promotion coming from Andre Ward. What is his name? I can't think about it. I can't think about it. Rock Nation, yeah, Rock Nation. And if Rock Nation get together and Eddie Hearn putting their time into getting this fight together, this could be a great match for the UK. I will love it because I'm in the US, so which means I probably would watch this fight somewhere around maybe 5 o'clock p.m. time, you know. So, and that's cool with me. But let's see. Do you think Stevenson wants it because the fight with Kovalev never? Well, the question was asked by Cypher was, do I think Stevenson really wants to fight with Andre Ward? I think he has been a little vocal about wanting to fight Ward. I really don't think he really wanted Kovalev that bad. I think they tried to make something work for like 2 years. It did not work out. But you gotta remember, that was a Kovalev that was just crushing. He was the crusher. He was just crushing through people. And if I was Adonis Stevenson, to be honest, you know, if the only reason he's not fighting Kovalev, I did fight Kovalev, in my mind, it had to be because of the power. And since Andre Ward, even though he stopped Kovalev, I still don't think he has the punching power that Kovalev have. That's why he's willing to take. If he's probably more willing to face Andre Ward over facing Kovalev. Even now, he still would not probably want to face Kovalev. But if I was Kovalev, a second fight with Andre Ward, or a third fight with Andre Ward, is probably off the table. Guys, if you see my video, I don't know if it's the one before this or not, but Kovalev could be possibly teaming up with Virgil Hunter, which definitely would take the fight off the table. But that would be a good fight for Kovalev if Kovalev pursue Stevenson. That way, if he wins, he can get a belt and he's back in the contentions of fighting and being a champion. But you know what, man? Those are my thoughts on a really good fight. You know, I really like to know what you guys think about it. Hit the like button, you know, share, all that good stuff. Interesting matchup. I wanted to know how Ward is going to deal with Tony's height. How is he going to deal with Tony's reach? Man, even seeing the guys side by side, it's like Tony's like just structure in his head is just so much bigger. Ward will have to be on point because Tony is no joke. Nothing to play with. But guys, it's your boy T-Dub was blazing out in sports. I just wanted to go live. Sorry, you didn't get a chance to actually see me, but I tried to shoot it. I tried to shoot it once, and it was freezing up so bad. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this video. I'm not going to take chances on the visual freezing up and looking stupid. So I put a picture up, and here we are once again. Your boy T-Dub was blazing in sports. Subscribe, like, share, thumbs up. It's your boy T-Dub, and we're out.